What is good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Big Boy Talk. Yeah, episode four. Y'all already know what the hell. Y'all see the headline: Kendrick versus Cole. But before we get into it, gotta welcome my co-host, Mr. Ghost. How you doing, sir?
Feeling great
Great,
and looking
great,
at
great.
perfection.
Oh, okay. Listen, we're not gonna touch that part. All right, we're not gonna bring because I already we had a little talk before it started. If we keep touching that part, we know the violence is coming.
The
All right.
ginseng singers.
Yes, yes. So we're not gonna touch that. All right. This is rated PG. All right.
21.
And this is PG. At least we try to keep
21.
it PG. So listen,
Ziploc bag, please.
I need to know what your thoughts were. First off, let's go straight back to when Like That came out and Kendrick dropped that verse. 16 bars. What was your thought process?
Kendrick doing Kendrick things.
Facts. Facts.
For,
I hear
for,
we
for the
argue
good kid in a mad city, Kendrick be on violence.
all the time. All the time. I don't think people pay attention to it either. Because it seems like it's so quick to happen. It's like he flips the switch. It's just like y'all asked for this. Like, and which if you watch or if you listen to a lot of J. Cole's lyrics, listen to a lot of Drake's lyrics, technically, they did ask for it, right? You can't claim to be number one without somebody going after your throne. Now, I didn't expect a J. Cole response, but we got one. What did you think of the J. Cole response?
Hey, I mean, you responding, and we are responding. You really have the advantage, and you
Yeah.
didn't really take advantage of it because you could say
You
like
go ahead, go ahead.
oh well, Kendrick could have planned it for months. You could have planned it for months and not know how it's going to really hit. Then you see what everybody's saying, and you're like, okay, and you have to like when your first when your response or your start is already in combat, like you kind of have that what would you call that? You kind of have that extra edge to you that okay, I gotta get this motherfucker. When you sending a shot out, you kind of like I'm gonna send this Joan out. It might be hot, it might not. He might not even respond. But when you're the person who's responding, you're the person being pushed. When you're the person being pushed, you got to reach for that excellence. And I don't feel like you really did.
I mean, and defense of one thing you said, it's Kendrick. Kendrick knew when he wrote it, like, oh, this gonna hit. He knew he was like, this gonna hit. Especially, come on, man. Y'all can only have Metro Boomin doing the beat, and then you know what I mean? Because that beat was crazy. That beat was crazy. So that just turned the diss up to a whole other notch, just off the beat alone. You know what I mean?
But if you look at it, Kendrick came out with the fuck Jay Z, and J. Cole did the Jay Z thing. I'm gonna borrow a little bit from Jay Z. I'm gonna borrow a little bit from this guy's beef. I'm borrow a little, like you borrowed lines from like five other guys' beefs. Like, come on now, like
Yeah,
that's Meek Mill level corny.
that's true. That's true. And I must admit, I didn't catch it the first time through. I had to listen to it a couple other times before I realized that.
Like when I hear a song and I hear the line, as soon as I hear a line, like it takes me to whatever song I heard that from, and I start singing that song and forget the song that was playing. So when he said that, like I finished the rest of Jay Z's verse to his diss, and then J Cole still going. I was like,
Oh yeah, that was on. That's right.
oh, you're still
So
rapping, okay?
see, I'm different. I ain't got that stronger memory. So I gotta listen to something a few times and then be like, then it'll click like, wait, I heard that before. Where did I hear that from? And then I gotta search it up. So so it took me listening to it maybe three, four times before I really caught everything. It was like, oh, he did his Jay-Z thing. Like he's thieving, and it's fine. I mean, especially since it was supposed to be a quick retort, so it was just something he jotted down real quick,
It was
and
a week.
then I mean, yeah, it was a week. It was a smooth week, but again, I say this over and over again. As much as I like J. Cole, his skills as far as going ball for ball with anybody is not where other rappers like Kendrick are. That's just not. That's not what he does. He's a good rapper, right? Great putting pen to paper. Lyrics is nice, but he's not. He's never had. He doesn't consistently have bars that will wow you when he says them. It's not consistent. He's not like that, and I think people forget that, and some people overestimate his skill. Some people put a little more on it than what I think he deserves. But like I said,
Songs are
I
really hits
agree.
or they're really decent. He doesn't have he's not a consistent 8 or 9 type guy. It's either going to be a 6.5, 7, or it's going to be a 10.
Yeah, yeah, that's actually perfect way to put it. Perfect way to put it. Because he's one of those guys he could give you a club banger too if need be, which is awesome. Um, but again, I saw somebody else say that for too long he mentions when they talk about the big three, he mentions them in his music a lot, but they don't mention him. So whether it's in a good light or a negative light, he's always bringing up the other guy's name, but they never talk about him. They're never shouting Cole out. They're never, you know what I mean? So for him to say on his diss track, somebody wants some attention, so he mentioned you do it all the
Here-
time.
Here's what I need to goddamn know. And everybody talking mad cash about J. Cole right now. I ain't see Drake say nothing. Drake is skating free on butter.
This is true.
Drake is hiding in the background and nobody seems to care that this motherfucker ain't said shit. He had smoke for Meek Mill.
True. Again, this is Kendrick though. Kendrick ain't you think he doesn't know like this is Kendrick. Like if I'm gonna
But you take it, Cole, snap back. Drake, shrunk.
but you know what? Drake is let's be real.
I don't
Drake
care
is
if
a
he's
little
champagne
more
poppy.
calculating with it.
He could have tried. He got them Ghost Riders.
He might still be trying. You're right, he do got them Ghost Riders.
If he's still trying, he
He
already
might
made.
put something out.
We
He
gonna put
might
out
put
people.
something out.
People gonna forget that he was even mentioned in this beef by the time he put something out. They already forgot he was mentioned in this beef.
Hey, that's think about the whole thing with me and whoever else he's gonna have the Tory Lanez beat. He never came right back at him. It took a while, and then he will put something out.
And Meek is the only
That,
one that he technically won because I don't know what type of cornball Meek shit Meek has been on recently. I don't know what the hell. He was a battle rapper. I don't know what the hell. Like, I mean, I
that
know Diddy got to him and yeah, it was over.
yeah, yeah. I was gonna try to stay away from that part, but that's exactly what happened.
It's got to be what happened because I mean he was the nappy braids that locked. He was that, and then all of a sudden now this mother he wearing the
Next thing
same
you
purse
know,
that Nicki's wearing.
the diddler was calling him daddy. Now, you know what I'm
You see that clip of him at the wrestling joint? He's yelling for the Rock to get up, and it was like, not with him screaming like that.
saying?
His voice cracked and everything.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. The diddler got a hold of him. He
I was
just
like,
found
hold
a
on,
whole
that
new
ain't Meek
pitch.
Mill. And then he tried to start talking normal. I was like, damn, Meek.
The diddler got a hold of him. He done found a whole new pitch. You know what I'm saying? He went up a few octaves.
You gonna
You
hit this high note.
know what I mean? He all over the high note now. Sad. That's sad. But Drake is very calculating. So I think if he's gonna come back, it's gonna be a little bit down the line because he's known for if you come out and you diss him and it's fire, he gonna let people listen for a little while. But just know when it's my time to come back, all ears are gonna be on me. And I'm gonna come back.
It
Probably
didn't
like
work
you
out for
said.
that Pusha T thing. Pusha T aired him out. He trying to get his son a Nike ad all of a sudden. Like, I'm proud of my son. Like, nah, nigga, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Too late.
yeah. 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 I almost forgot about that one too. But
And
T did it dirty.
people was like, oh, Kanye sold him out. I'm like, I remember hearing about him being with a prostitute slash stripper like years ago, and that he had got her pregnant. And even when she took him for paternity, that shit popped up in the news. So it wasn't no damn secret.
Yeah, you know what it is, man. For certain people, they try to bury stuff. You know what I mean? It's Drake. There's like, hey man, we let his life skin do right here. We gonna bury this. We gonna act like it didn't happen, and we gonna move on. He just happened to get on the bad side of Pusha T. Pusha T like, nah, G, we ain't letting it go. There you go. He's like, we ain't letting it go. And Drake was like, I'm sorry, but Drake pretty much apologized without apologizing, right? When the second he went on TV, he was like, I'm proud of my son. It's my son. I'm happy. I'm a happy father.
The shameful part is, see, like, people don't watch like the history of hip hop. They just be jumping on one guy's side or the other. Like, I got a homeboy. He hates Pusha T. He hates the clips. I'm like, why do you hate them? Oh, because they was going at Wayne. First of all, the same reason that Pusha T and Malice got into it with Baby, which Wayne felt like he needed to jump into because it was Baby,
Mhm.
is because they did the verse and the hooks for what happened to that boy, and they didn't get paid.
Mhm.
So they sent their shots at Baby, and here come Lil Wayne jumping this happy ass in there, trying to be that's my dad and this, that, and the third. What happened with Wayne and Baby?
Mm.
This motherfucker damn near went on a suicide tour about this $10 million that he ain't fucking paying him, that he been hiding in royalties that he would not give him for fucking shit. Well, guess what
Mhm.
happened with Drake? Drake admitted he was a Pusha T fan. And guess what? He got signed to Wayne. So what the fuck did he do? My daddy Wayne is better than you and this and the third. Now he beefing with Pusha T. So all y'all motherfuckers
That's
beefing with
how it
Pusha
is.
T
It's all about clicks, right?
because you're click. First of all, Pusha T and Wayne's beef was over before you ever got fucking signed. So how the fuck did you manage to walk your way into this shit?
Hey, it's about clicks and clicks, right? Your groups and your likes. That's just what it is. That's the industry. That's how it goes. Especially now. Now more than ever, actually.
B riders.
Yeah. Real quick. What's good, Jared? Thank you for stopping by. You was waiting on it. Oh man, I don't know about all that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it, good brother. If y'all don't know, Jared 11 Green has a channel. He does the Southern Bowler Show. If you want to learn college content, combat sport content, this man is the place to go. And he just had a huge interview recently that y'all need to go check out. Must see. Go tune in to my boy. So listen, here's the other thing that bothered because you bring up Pusha T and you bring up the stuff that's happened that caused that whole rap beef to happen, right? Everybody's sitting there like, listen, J. Cole just didn't like that energy. He didn't want to battle. He's not about that, and he don't want beef with this dude, and da da da. He worried about hurting his feelings and all this other stuff. I'm like, but it wasn't a real beef though. Like this was one of those battles for
Shots.
supremacy kind of.
All right,
You
you
know what I mean?
trading
Yeah,
jabs and hooks. You not shooting at each other. You ain't, oh, I'm gonna kill this
yeah,
motherfucker. You just telling people this motherfucker corny.
yeah. Like
Even if it ain't true, just say some shit to make motherfuckers laugh. Like, bruh, you realize what he just
yeah,
said about
it's for
you?
the culture, man. It's for the culture. The rap game needs hip hop needs something like that right now to put it back on the pedestal where it belongs because it's not what it used to be. So this would have been something great to push it back in that mainstream hip hop, back in that direction. You know what I mean? When you got your top guy ready to go at it, it's like, yo, let's do this. Like, let's y'all big three, let's do this. Let's hear the bars. But then he immediately apologizes, and he says it on the way that like you would think it was a literal beef, and I think it was threatening each other's lives, and it was going to end up in a fight or shootout. But that wasn't the case. And we got another guest in the building, my boy, Mr. J the Six. What's good,
Do
sir?
what it do.
8-6, remember it.
Yes, sir. Hey, brother, Dan, you jump right in here. Give
But
me your thoughts on the whole.
you do have to
Kendrick
know
thing.
that J. Cole specifically said, I won't diss somebody because my stuff's not hot or because I felt like somebody jumped in my lane. And your boy Champagne Poppy went from I ain't got no time for diss records to I got a verse for anybody who want to jump out there already. Now he take 2.5 months to respond.
Like I said in our chat, like I said, me being a longtime J. Cole fan, I don't know what's going on. I feel let down because I feel like J. Cole, I know you can come much harder, than this.
That was an immediate pause. I'm glad you yeah.
Nah, but like this is some of the lamest stuff J. Cole has released. And that's just my opinion. Like,
Yeah, he brought some rhymes, and I've
I'm
never
not
seen
feeling
him.
it. Just like the first time in my life that J. Cole spit something, I'm just like, no.
So
Like, I'm not feeling it at all.
that brings up the question though. Does this change how you feel about his pending album coming up?
No, hell no. I know the fall off. It's gonna be fire. It's been a long time coming. No, little hitch in a row, but definitely still is waiting. I am waiting with anticipation.
Yeah, he stepped out his domain. So, hey, either you're gonna do good or you don't go do bad. But it's like making complete albums. It's kind of a thing he's good at.
Right.
Yeah, I listen. I'm a fan of his albums too, and I've said this earlier. He could even make a club banger if needed.
Oh, for sure.
But hold on, before I continue, we have another guest in the building. Y'all,
That's what
please
that be.
welcome Mr. Jared in the building. Thank you for joining us, sir.
What's up, family?
Hey, same old, same old. We getting through that big boy talk on a Friday night.
Yes, sir. I love it, man. I love it.
You gonna defend
So-
your fellow Jay, or you taking shots at him too?
I'm not gonna take shots at him. Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad.
No, Jay. Ghost was talking Jay the Six, but my bad, bro.
No, I was talking because it's Jared and Jay the Six, and it's J. Cole. So I mean, are y'all like the Trinity? Y'all got triangle. Are y'all the big three of the J's?
Well, I definitely got to defend the hometown brother, man.
Right.
But don't get it twisted. If he would did some F stuff, I definitely would have called out on. But I think if actually I applaud him, man, because this is what I want a lot of people to understand. Like, realize what type of rapper J. Cole is, man. This is not MCI versus DJ Quick. This is not the Dog Pound versus what was Easy E's two boys? BG Knockout in them. Like those brothers actually bang. Those brothers actually like had beef with each other. You know what I mean? J. Cole, like Brandon said just a few minutes ago before I hopped on, like he said, I'm not going to basically go after nobody, a rapper, just for views or anything or just for clout if I don't actually hate him. You know what I mean? That's not That's not how I go into combat. That's not me. So I felt like he retracted that because I'm just rushing this. You know what I mean? This is not me. So of course, how he did it was awkward to a lot of people, which I'll give you that. But I commend him for being himself. You know what I mean? I think one of the examples of that where it didn't go, where a rapper of his, like a deep rap, I call him the deep rapper, going after rappers that were like built for combat, was Common versus West Side Connection. That was a slaughter right there. You know, Common, tried to throw some shots at Ice Cube and them, but it didn't end well. You of course you take your hat off Common. Common try to throw some shots with a song called "The Bitch in You." Going at Ice Cube and the West Side Connection, but if follow up what happened, they end up ethering Common ass. You know what I mean? Because Common was out of his element. So that's all I got to say.
Was that before or after Barbershop?
Yeah,
that was before.
Cube when it came to them diss tracks was crazy though.
Yeah.
Q put anybody out of their misery on a diss track.
I feel what you're saying, Brandon. You know what I mean, and I got some stuff to say about that too, as far as Ice Cube, being brutal in combat as far as battle rap, and then you doing when are we there yet and stuff like that. But no deny, Ice Cube.
Barbershop. He was in two of them, I think.
Oh, Barbershop, yeah, he did.
I think he did 3 barbershops actually.
Yeah, he did 3 barbershops, but no deny, Ice Cube is probably one of the best battle rappers, like top 5 or top 10, because you can't ignore the old school,
and No Vaseline was crazy.
Yeah, No Vaseline, you know what I mean?
It was crazy. That's going down as the greatest diss track record of all time.
He took that one off of Reputation, because after he dropped No Vaseline, nobody was look. I ain't even trying to leave that boy alone.
Exactly. So that, to me, that's like the greatest diss record of all time.
And his I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna shut up. I think and I agree with you, Big Reg. Was following that diss record. A lot of people say Nas is behind. Nas Ether is behind that, which is one of the top diss songs. But I think his Ice Cube's colleague, Easy E with Real MF and G's, is up there. Is like probably right behind it, because he ethered that journey.
You know what's crazy? One of the rappers, like a lot of people talk about 50 Cent, and you talk about a lot of his mainstream stuff. People don't realize that he was, when 50 came into the game, he was the king of diss records, like and underground rap. Like I'm not just talking about the beef with Ja Rule and Wankster. We know that track was crazy, but just dude put out a song on one of his underground records, dissing the whole rap game.
Yeah, How to Rob.
Yeah, not many people could do that and get away with it. He did it and got away with it. It's like they heard it and they was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna touch it. It's like, I heard about him. He already had that type of reputation. It's like, I heard about him. I'm not even gonna touch it. And then Ja Rule made the fatal mistake again, mixed up with 50, and that ruined Ja Rule's career. That tore him right off the mainstream.
So that wasn't a mistake. That was idiocracy, because they promised. They made they told 50, hey, if you are going to go after Ja Rule, we will not sign you. He swore, hey, as long as he leave me alone, I'll leave him alone. They talked to Ja Rule, said, hey, if 50 even makes a record again, we're gonna drop him from the label. So don't worry about it. Everything's cool. Like, that beef is squashed. Here comes Ja Rule. Oh, I'm gonna get him first. He got massacred.
Destroyed. And then when he teamed up with Eminem and Busta Rhymes on that one track, yo, God, bro, I was like, yeah, I was like, that's not fair. Like that is not fair. 50 John Busta Rhymes, 50 Busta Rhymes and Eminem on one track. I was like, man, y'all ain't even playing fair no more.
Yeah,
Y'all just really jumped that man on the record. Like that's crazy. That record was crazy.
That wasn't even all
And
the firepower.
yeah,
They could put
exactly.
Busta Rhymes on there. They could have put Exhibit on there. Could put
They,
Nate
you know
Dogg
what
on
I'm saying?
there.
Lloyd Banks could have jumped up there because you know Lloyd Banks got ballers out the wazoo. Like,
Pause.
yeah, pause. We'll pause that. But it's crazy. Like, it's they're extremely underrated. I think even Tony Yayo was better than a lot of people gave him credit for, as far as G Unit goes. I think Yayo was a little bit better than people gave him credit for. But to go back to the J. Cole thing, Jared, I 100%, and I had this conversation with my other boys off air. I 100% respect him for being man enough to apologize, especially in public at a concert. For me, I think the thing was timing, and you can't quite act as if you didn't bring this upon yourself when all you constantly did was say, "Oh, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best." I mean, he literally said on one track, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but he said something on the lines of, "Dang, how did that go?" I just forgot the line, but he basically said, "I'm the best, and you can forget the rest." Like I forgot how to borrow it, but when you say something like that, you are, whether you're doing it intentionally or unintentionally, you're therefore telling the other rappers who feel they are the best, hey,
I'm
you're not
huge.
on my level. You know what I'm saying? So that entices them, especially somebody like Kendrick. We know Kendrick got that dog in him. That entices them to say, okay, well, let me prove you wrong. And then you go on a track and you talk about big three this, big three that, and it's like, no, I'm by myself. I stand alone. So for me, it was the matter of, if you're gonna be who you are, and you knew you wasn't feeling comfortable dropping your reply, then you should have never dropped it. You should have ignored it, and then when you got questioned about it, you should have been like, listen, yeah, I know, this ain't me, this ain't who I am. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it takes, is putting my brother down to claim the number one spot, then it's not worth me. It's not worth my time. You should have did that. But realistically, in all his songs, he puts everybody down anyway to boast himself up to, I'm number one. Ain't nobody else touching these bars. And as we said, he's not a bar for bar rapper. So for you to come out and say nobody bars go as hard as yours, you can't say that and then not expect the beef. You know what I mean? So that was just my standpoint on that. So I respect him as a man for being, you are who you are. Stay you. Don't let other people change you. I love that. But you can't drop have that energy and then drop a response with that energy and then decide, I don't really like that energy. Like
You
the
know,
timing.
I heard North Carolina don't even go hard like that anyway. So
hey, Brandon, don't start.
yeah, I'll be down there in August for the family reunion, so I ain't gonna start.
I,
But I knew Jared
Yeah,
was gonna come out the blue with that one.
hey, did you see the look? Did y'all see the look he gave after he said it? He looked like he was ready for the smoke. He was on that Kendrick time. He looked like Kendrick. He was he went in Kendrick mode right there. He was just like, like, go ahead, say so already. Kendrick, I'm bringing the evil out of everybody. That's what that was. He got that Kendrick spirit.
hey, but like, and I agree with you, Big Red. But like you said, like J. Cole has been known for distinguishing beefs real quick. You remember he had that little, if you want to call it a beef, Lil Pump, and then he did came up with a song, um, uh, I'm forgetting the song. Basically, the song was masterful. Basically, it's like he's sonning, Lil Pump, but not like in he just schooling them. You know what I mean? And basically, there's a video on YouTube where he's singing the song, and everybody in the crowd is like, "F Lil Pump," and he's saying, "No, don't say that." And then from his song, he's lyrically, you know, telling people this ain't no beef. You're just telling the young man like this is rap game is treacherous. So we don't really need to be beefing like that. So Kendrick been on this stuff. So when people, all other content creators are like, um he a hoe for that. I'm no longer a J. Cole fan. You never was. You really never was because you haven't been paying attention what type of man you've been listening to.
They still are. They just want them views. Like, come on. That's
Yeah.
like people saying, some people come out and say Curry can't shoot the three like he used to. You just want them views. Ain't nobody believing that bullshit.
Listen, like I said, and obviously we agree. I respect it. I just felt like he should have never came up with the response to begin with.
I agree. I'm not. I definitely not debating that. I just respect him for realizing that he made a mistake. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I agree.
but if you did it more on the lines of just like a bar for bar type thing, like if there's a such thing as friendly rap beef, right? Like y'all seen a couple years ago, Jordan Lucas and Tory Lanez went back and forth at each other. Jordan Lucas and who else was it? Jordan had a couple different beats a couple years ago when he's trying to come up, and it was literally just they cut a diss track, and then they ended up cutting tracks together after they were done. You know what I mean? It was literally just a thing they did for the culture, just for hip hop, and it works. It sparks views on both sides. You know what I mean? It gets both sides heard. It's a great thing for hip hop.
Yeah, I think they did like 3 rounds apiece.
Yeah. So I think if Kendrick, I mean not Kendrick, if J. Cole wanted to keep it positive and just say, listen, he could have got on the track and said, I can out rap you bar for bar without necessarily putting Kendrick down. Right? If he does that, I think we look at it differently. And there is no I don't think there ends up being an apology. And I think we look at it differently and we go, okay, so now he's just trying to out rap him. Rather than he got on the track, like Brandon said earlier, he used a bunch of Jay-Z bars and bars from other diss records that were intended on putting the opponent away. So
Population
he came
burst.
out like he came out like he wanted to kill Kendrick on like whole career with it. Like he put down his discography. Like he was, and it wasn't nothing too fatal to where you take it personal. But I think he realized after, like, okay, Kendrick gonna come back with some fire, and I better be prepared. And I think that's really what it was, But also it was like I don't know if I could do that again because, like you said, that's not the type of rapper he is. So that's not the stuff he sits down and puts together. You know what I mean? Maybe he had somebody close to him talk him into it too. Maybe there was like, yo, this will get you extra heat for that
Drake.
album coming up. You know, Drake. It could have been. Drake could have been like, Drake could have been like, yo, I'm working on my diss track now. I know you got something coming too, right? You can't let him get at us like that. And then he hung up the phone and sat in the back and was like, watch it work. And J. Cole dropped his track. And like you said, Drizzy's still yet to be heard of, right? We haven't heard anything from him. But if he does come back, if he does, do you gain respect for Drake, or do you think he should just wave it off?
He could come back with Ice Cube, Eminem, and Busta Rhymes mixed on a diss track, and I'd be like, too little, too late. Because Kendrick's coming back a day or maybe at the most 2 days later with another track.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to take a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then he's going to come back in 2 days. Hell, like I said, Pusha T had another track to drop for Drake, and what's his name that Rap A Lot Records? I forgot what his name is. Like you in Texas, you basically have to know him to be safe. I forgot what his name is. He's like the big guy in Texas that everybody's like, oh yeah, they listen to him. Self-made dude, but pretty much he said that record to him was like, look, if Drake takes another shot, this is the record I'm gonna respond with. And he called Drake and was like, look, you need to leave this Pusha T thing alone because it ain't gonna go well for you. And all of a sudden, Drake didn't drop nothing to come back with.
Well, Drake's got to call his ghostwriter first.
He didn't get a
Drake's got to
chance.
Drake's got to call up his best ghostwriter. He got to be like, hey, listen, I need you to do this for me, all right? Here's what he said. Let me know what you think we should do.
That's who it was. Pusha T sent the diss track to Jay Prince and said, if Drake responds, this is what I'm dropping. And Jay Prince called Drake and was like, let it go. And that's why we never heard another reply from Drake. Them the type of guys you're going against. If you think you're gonna wait 2 weeks, them guys, I'm telling you, Kendrick probably got one sitting there waiting. Let Drake say something. Drake gonna drop his shit at noon, and at 3:30, Kendrick Lamar gonna drop his shit.
It's like Jay said though. Jay said this doesn't affect his, because he's a true J. Cole fan. This doesn't affect how he feels about the album coming out, right? So I think J. Cole at this point is he can wash his hands with it. He's like, yo, I said what I had to say. You know what I mean? And then I apologize for it. But it kind of upset me too, because it handicaps Kendrick from having a response to his response. Because now if you're Kendrick and you come out and say something, now people are gonna be looking at you like, why you even say something else? Like he tapped out already. Like now he'll look twice as bad. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Why is the guy behind Jay pissing light?
He's not pissing like that's his mutant power, bro. What you mean?
That's Remy LeBeau. That's my boy Gambit.
Well, you might want to move your head because it looked like he had a penis saber.
Oh man, chill. PG. We keeping it PG. So I take it, since you got that behind your head there, I take it that means you saw X-Men.
I'm still sick. I'm tearing up inside. Like I said,
It hurt, right?
Gaming my favorite X-Men next to Nightcrawler. Like I care about Cyclops, Wolverine, Storm, all of them, but Gaming always had a special place in my heart. Man, it was always so smooth with it though, with his action and mannerisms. You know, and this episode has so many undertones, bro. So many.
So that X-Men 97 really that go hard, right?
This episode went stupid.
This episode,
like it pulled at my heartstrings, bro.
Yeah, like this episode was probably the best episode of X-Men 97 I've seen. I mean, actually, let's take that back. This was the best episode of X-Men animated series ever. Any of the X-Men animated series.
Well, I definitely gonna check it out because Invincible, the season just wrapped up. So yeah.
Oh, don't talk about them corny superheroes.
Like Invincible fire too.
Hey, I like it though, man.
I mean, Jonah Hex probably would ruin the whole entire series.
Yeah, don't disrespect Jonah Hex, bro. Don't do that. We're not doing that. But listen, this episode, when I sat down to watch it, I truly didn't know if I wanted to sit through it, because last week's episode I didn't like. The week before that, I struggled with that. So I'm like, oh, they're letting me down. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. But I was like, let's go. Started it up, and it had like a quick pace to it, very fast developing. Like you said, all the undertones. It was a great. It was a great great start, middle, and finish. Like it never let up throughout the whole. Even the parts that were supposed to be slow parts had so much to do with the story, the underline of the story, that it was one of those. You know what I mean? One second you're hearing Gambit's gonna propose to Rogue. Next second, uh, freaking Cable's coming back talking to his mom. Hey, he's coming, and they're like, who? And then it's like, then you're talking about Magneto wanting Rogue to be his queen. It's so there's so much depth. There's so many layers to this episode.
And then if you
That really
pause at
knocked it out the park.
2040, there's something in the sky or in the background. Who the hell that is? People been saying the Watcher, Cassandra Nova.
Yep.
That caused a debate. And then when Marlock said, "Oh, the X-Men don't care about us," that's referring to something else. If people didn't catch that, I'm thinking like,
it was layers. So you get, and here's what I love about it, right? Say that is the Watcher. Let's go down the end of that being. Let's go down the road of that being the Watcher that was in the sky, because I caught that too.
Oh, that was the Watcher.
Yeah, I believe it was supposed to be the Watcher, right? And I think it's somewhat leading into what the story's about to be for Deadpool and Wolverine movie. So that movie, they're gonna have the same three-headed, what's it called? I forgot what it's called again. But
with the Sentinel or something else.
Yeah, but that same thing that just destroyed Genosha is coming back and basically Wolverine versus X. That's what it's supposedly, because the main enemy in that, the main antagonist is Professor Xavier's sister. And she's the one that sends it there. So they're going to possibly be battling that in the X-Men. The Deadpool Wolverine movie too.
I mean, I'm not ready to see that.
If they're going that route, right? Because we've already seen, remember in the past, X-Men, it was Apocalypse that gave Cable the disease, but now they made it Mr. Sinister. So if they're going that route, is it going to be Professor Xavier's sister, or are we seeing Apocalypse do this, or somebody else? Maybe even Mr. Sinister. But there's so many layers to it. You know, so many roads you can go. If that is the Watcher, does that mean Galactus is coming? Maybe the Watcher was there to try to warn them of Galactus coming. You know what I'm saying? It's so many layers they can go.
And also with the what's her name, Madeline Pryor. Yeah. People wasn't even talking about her getting smoked because that blast, obliterated that that field. So I'm like, And then people up in the air, is Magneto dead? Because that blast, because the dude said Omega lead threat eliminated. I'm like, oh hell no! I'm like, I know I didn't just watch Magneto, Gambit, and old girl die.
Yeah, it's we may have just seen the biggest genocide of mutants ever. I mean, how many bodies did they have laid out? It had to be 10, 15 bodies laid out in a row of people they found that I don't know if they're saying they're dead or hurt.
Now,
so
my only inquiry about that, the statue of Professor X, I know that was symbolic because he's dead now. That fell on those mutants. I understand it's cartoon animation, but you can't tell me that not one mutant could have done something to prevent that from falling on them. They're mutants.
Exactly.
Their powers. Use them.
Yeah.
I know it's the heat of the moment. But y'all just gonna let a statue fall on y'all. Y'all just gonna be like,
that's why they need Colossus in the cartoon, but they bullshit.
We know you love Colossus, man. That's one of your guys right there.
That was my only thing I didn't like about the episode. I was like, you mean to tell me in that small group of movies, nobody could have done a damn thing?
They couldn't have banded together.
Something.
Not only that, it's a whole island full of mutants. Why isn't everybody attempting to fight the thing that's trying to kill him?
That's what I'm
Why is
saying,
it
bro.
only Magneto, Rogue, and
And
Gambit?
Gambit. Now,
It
also
just
one
goes
thing
to
I
show,
know
man.
people caught that, when the Godzilla Sentinel or wherever that shit was, pointed looked at Remy before he looked at Magneto. It said Omega level 3 mutant. I know that lets me know like Gambit been holding back. I know it in the some
Yeah,
comics or whatever. Gambit literally before something about his brain being missing could look at something and watch that bit blow up.
So
yeah,
in the mythology, at some point, and I think I was talking to Reg about this at one point. Gambit went to Mr. Sinister to actually limit his powers because
yep,
he was having a problem controlling his powers.
Yep.
But he
yep.
like there's a lot of guys who have been like he should be an Omega level mutant, but
Gambit's that dude, bro. When Gambit gets
He
serious,
is.
he that dude. I love him so much.
He showed it in that episode, which is he showed exactly how dominant he could be in that episode.
But man,
It's
so
just
laid back and chill. That's why I love him. Man, it's like, hey man, I could whoop all y'all asses. I'm like, nah.
like, and then the end, with Gambit down, Rogue finally gets to touch him,
But
and
that
she
part
doesn't
had me.
feel
I
like,
ain't gonna lie, I cried. I cried
oh,
at that point. I
bro,
cried.
tears.
I had no choice, bro.
My eyes started watering up. I was like, oh no.
Okay, now you understand what this man was trying to tell you all these years. All these years, brother. Yeah, he couldn't touch you because your powers was zap his. Even though in some versions of the comics, his powers actually cancels out, just like how Magneto's has hers cancels out against rogues.
Yeah,
But they didn't implement that. But anyway, when you say I can't feel you, I'm thinking like that had so many double entendres, so many entendres.
yeah. And then earlier in the episode, he stated to her, some things are deeper than just touch.
Mm-hmm.
And when she finally realizes it, it's too late.
It's too late. And he didn't know. He didn't know that she actually rejected Magneto. That's all he saw. And walked away from was them floating in the air, goo goo gaga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have done the same thing. I ain't about to watch this shit.
I need to know where's the cakes on Rogue? What the hell happened between now and 1996?
Hey,
I want a slight
say this.
boycott of this show. That's why I didn't watch it. I saw that screenshot bullshit, and I'm very uninterested.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. These writers. Here's the crazy thing, right? On the animated part, you'll see they still made. There's more sexuality in this version of the X-Men than there's ever been.
But guess what? It's just like Street Fighter. A whole bunch of thigh and a flat ass. It don't work.
Oh man, you're not wrong though. That's the. It's not like you're wrong. So I don't know, but again, this episode, it just I don't know, man. If you haven't seen it, you gotta go see it.
Man,
Best episode by far, best episode I've ever seen.
sure.
And just to speak on again, but again, when he's killing the robot at the end, the way he does it, they thought he was dead already. Yeah, he went out like a G. Like you can't go out any more G than that. Thing stabs him in the ribs. It says threat eliminated. He opens his eyes and says, "The name's Gambit. Remember it." And then blows the whole thing up without lifting a finger at that point.
Right. And that lets me know, and that should let you know if this man gave 1 ounce of fuck, this man could like literally be on some Magneto Storm type. What's the girl's name? Jean Grey type levels, but he don't want to. And actually, that kind of makes more sense now to have symbolically. That's why he wants him and Rogue was such a good pair. Because Rogue can cancel him out by if she removed her glove and touched him.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like, that's why I like Colossus and him and Gambit are the same. Like, they can do some shit, but they gonna cool until they need to. Like,
right. They humble about it.
Right. If you watch the Phoenix 5, Colossus is one of the people that the Phoenix chose when it broke from Jean Grey and it went into the 5 different people. So he can do some shit and he can deal some shit. Even World War Hulk. Hulk was like, on a normal day, you'd be good competition. But at the level that I'm pitched right now, everybody got to die. And even when he was fighting World War Hulk, he was still holding back. Like, bro, you can calm down. Like, he didn't just go and pop off and beat the brakes off. He's like, bro, calm down. Like, what the fuck's going on? And Hulk was like, nah, not today. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, man, it's just now you got me thinking about that. So I'm gonna end up watching it. I already told B I'm gonna watch it 3-4 more times. I don't think they.
Again. I can't
I
watch the episode.
I don't think they can step up from there. I have to watch it again. I have to.
I'm not watching this. I'm not watching my favorite X-Men die again, bro. One time was already enough.
I hear you.
You watch the Panthers lose every year.
I know, but this one, for some reason, this hurt more. For some reason, this hurt a lot more. All right.
Like this hurt more than watching the Ravens lose to the Chiefs in the AFC Championship. And I'm just saying, like it really messed me up. I'll sit on the couch. I got all watery eyed, and I was like, no, and I'm like, no, ain't no way. I was like, you're not supposed to go. This is how good it was. I went into I was in denial, bro. Like
I was looking up. I'm like, he's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead. No, he's not dead.
Ain't no way. I was like, ain't no way. He about to get up. Ain't no way. This man about to get up. He about to flick a card or something.
But now when I saw that body, that man was barbecued. I was like, fuck. Then this girl crying too, like old girl off of she cried over Vision.
Yeah. When Rogue touched him, was like, I don't feel you. Oh man, that ended it for me. And I don't know if you noticed, but that's a thing in this series, right? When Storm loses her powers, what did she say? I can't feel the wind. I can't feel.
That shit hurt me. I was like, damn, Storm can't feel the wind, jumping at the sound of thunder. What kind of shit is this? Who wrote this?
Man, listen. So it seems to be a running theme of this series that when they're suffering heartbreak, the feelings they emphasize that they can't feel anymore.
Storm lost her powers. Rose lost her somewhat.
The guy who put the show 2 days ago, he the one wrote that one. He wrote that jump and waited 2 days. Said, I quit.
I'm like, man.
Yeah.
But also, I will say, I've been a hater of Cyclops, aka Scott Summers, and Goliath. Speaking of, I was talking about the rap jargon earlier. I ain't gonna lie, Scott dropped the bar. No, he got fed up. You know what I'm saying? Started to drop bars on a reporter. He said, "Why do you lie?" When he said that, like, yeah, because y'all normal. Y'all look at me alive. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting, you know what I'm saying, aliens and sentinels and shit to keep y'all alive. Y'all gonna spit on my. I'm like, okay, Scott, you finally got W this series.
He said it's good for y'all. He's like, thank God for y'all that we mutants because you wouldn't be alive if we wasn't.
I'm like, Scott, finally dropping.
He said, I was like, okay, you got some.
He left it in the air.
All right.
But then he lost some cool points. They did lost some cool points. He was doing
some actors go down and you still mad. What are you mad at? He done eliminated something that could eat the planet.
Listen, my boy Scott was showing some. He was different. Scott was built different that episode.
But then again, he lost some cool points as well because he was doing some, I don't know, some cheating telepathically mind shit with the clone. I'm thinking like, damn, I'm thinking like, what the hell, Scott? You gonna drop the bar and then go to do this bullshit? Come on, man.
Hold on. Here's the thing, right? So I was upset when he was like, he goes to Gene. He goes, do you love me or do you just love the
try to flip the script? I'm thinking, I know that move.
Come on, dog. Don't try that. Everybody do that.
Man said they're just memories. They're just I'm thinking like you cheated, bro. Come on, bro. Like every dude in the history of niggerdom. No, like we start stammering, we start flip the script, you done did wrong.
You know the funniest part? In the background, and I don't know if everybody caught it. As they're going back and forth, Beast is in the background getting interviews. He's like, uh-oh. Yo, he's right there embarrassed for like, dang, they gotta know all our problems on the news. Like,
All right.
yo, that was, again, this episode, so many layers to peel back. You know, the whole back and forth. Scott doesn't know if he loves Jean or if he loves Madeline Pryor, and you know,
Did
now
Jean kiss
Madeline Pryor
Wolverine?
even an option. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, Jean kissed Wolverine. That was huge. That was huge for me. And then I got mad at Wolverine though, because I was like, Wolverine, she was about to give you the cheeks, and he was like, no.
But Wolverine is that not that type of man. He done lived too long. Literally, he done lived too long to like, look, man, I want this so bad, but it's wrong. I know it's wrong. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ain't no snitch out here.
Yeah, Wolverine goes, no. It's Jean and Scott. It's always been Jean and Scott. I'm like, yo. But just like
hell, even in the fucking movies, when on girl was going crazy, he had to kill her ass. Man said, no, I love you before he had to stab her ass.
Yeah. He's like, I love you. I always love you. And then he stabbed her.
And also, one more thing. Also, I don't know when Magneto was protecting the Morlocks. That was kind of symbolic to where actually that might lead audience to believe that he might be still alive. Cause remember when G. Gray was holding all that water back and lifting up the fucking the black that jet so they could escape. The same thing, kind of simple. I don't know if people caught that, but the same thing could be when Magneto was protecting that blast from with his magnetic powers or force field or whatever. And he was talking in German. The fact that I knew what that meant even before looking it up, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that, and it goes back to episode 2, when he told them, when he found them, and he saved them down underground, and he said, he told dude, you'll never have to be afraid again.
But he said it in German though. That's the same. And you know the backstory of Magneto. His parents got by you know the Nazis and stuff. So I'm thinking like if he's speaking German, damn.
Yeah. It was. I'm telling you, the episode was crazy. It was crazy deep. A lot of layers. I loved every bit of it. I really did.
I ain't gonna lie. If
I could talk on and on for hours about it, to be honest with you. I really could. And Gambit is gone, bro. I
don't feel like watching this shit no more. Gambit's dead, bro. Like I don't feel like watching it.
I feel you. It kind of makes you wonder though, if they're willing to do that, what else are they willing to do in this series?
What's the season finale gonna be? Cause I feel like that shit could have been a season finale. Like my job, your boy died, back away. I'm like, what? And then Storm out there in the whatever with the fucking gargoyle eagle.
And Storm is powerless. Gambit's dead. Like the X-Men are being picked off one by one.
Scott Summers is not a leader. Right? Nobody respects his ass. Man, cheating
Jean can barely control
his wife.
Jean has always had problems controlling her powers, but now it's even worse. She doesn't even know what memories are hers.
Madeline Pryor is smoked or obliterated.
Yep. I don't know, man. It's getting hectic. I like it. I mean, I'm upset. Gambit had to die in the process.
I don't know, brother. I don't know about watching next week. Like I don't know.
Mr. Galloway.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated.
Appreciate Mr. Galloway.
For those who don't know, please go tune in to Mr. Galloway. Sensation right there. You got some heat. I believe you got some heat coming out later on this month too. So stay tuned and go catch the great concert and then catch the fire albums too.
Y'all go support that brother, man.
Isn't that the third Tuesday?
Huh?
I think that heat's on the third Tuesday.
I'm not sure exactly when it's releasing, but I know it's coming. I didn't catch the date on it. I know it's coming though. Chocolate Lady Cap in the building. How you doing?
Also, one more thing before I'm off the topic. the accuracy that Gambit had to hit Rogue to kind of save her life with that motorcycle. The accuracy that man had to hit because Rogue was flying pretty fast towards that thing.
Yeah.
That was some serious accuracy. Like nobody ain't talking about that shit.
Hey, listen. Again, I think this episode was the best display of what they can do with the updated, graphics and different things like that. You got new writers. It was just, again, I'm going to watch it probably 3, 4, 5 more times. Best animated show I've ever watched right there. And for a long time for me, nothing was touching Batman Under the Red Hood. And I love that. I love the depths of that. But this was beyond that. This was beyond that for me. And it was crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy. So let me ask y'all something, right? Back in the day, yeah, we all younger. You were in high school. Let's go with high school.
Mm-hmm.
What was your go-to pickup line for grabbing the ladies?
I don't think
What was that, B?
Do I look like the type of person who use pickup lines?
Some did, some did. I just want to know what was the first thing that came out your mouth?
Whatever I thought of while I was about to say it.
He said whatever he thought of while he was about to say it.
I know for me, I ain't use pickup line. I wasn't that smooth, but I ain't gonna lie. But I could always make anybody laugh, and that was like kind of like a superpower.
Man, listen,
my go-to.
I had a superpower of my own, bro. What about you, Jared?
I'm with J6, man. I ain't really had no pickup lines. Just introduce myself. Hey, how you doing? Then try to make them laugh. I would like J6 said. I really wasn't that smooth, but just trying to get to know the young lady. That was I succeeded in that.
Hey, man. So listen. All right. So I didn't necessarily use pickup lines. I had them in abundance because my thing was the pickup lines was a way to make them laugh, right? And we all know you make them laugh, you halfway there. Make them laugh, you halfway there. So when I was younger, though, if I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying, real quick, get in the draws, no conversation, I sing to them. I used to sing back in the day. I used to sing back in the day, like sang, right? I hit a little Tyrese, you know what I'm saying? Sing a little Tyrese. The penguin is already on the floor without me saying anything.
Hold. Which Tyrese song would you sing?
Sweet Lady.
Sweet Lady. Okay.
Ooh. Sweet Lady. Hit
he pulling up cheat code.
Yo, listen. It was the ultimate cheat code. I can't sing worth a day now, but that's one of the ways I got my lady in with now.
Had a weak in the knees, huh?
We had to listen. We had a little meeting. We was talking. I sang a little bit of. I sang Tyrese Sweet Lady, and then I sang. What was that? It was R. Kelly, Robin Thicke, Pregnant. Man, listen. She was squirming in the passenger seat. She was sitting in the passenger seat squirming. And I said, "You better recognize." You know what I'm saying? I was on that type of time.
Demon time.
I was on that type of time. I was a problem. I was a problem.
So what you saying is you was thinking Tyrese and she was in the passenger seat on her SWV, so weak in the knees.
You know what I'm saying? She got so weak. She got
Demon time.
I'm trying to tell you. Listen.
Look, I thought you look over at that couch. Don't get beat up on Live Rage.
Hey, listen. Hey. It was real. That's all I'm saying.
Like
the kid had the ultimate cheat code back in the day.
Like she gonna come in Roman Reigns style, hit you with the steel chair.
Okay,
she hit me with a Roman Reigns spear or Superman punch. It's a wrap. I don't know if I'm screaming anymore. But no, she know what it is. So she tried to sit here She's trying to sit in here and try to act like I'm sitting, like it ain't real.
She's perpetrating in the chat.
Tyrese is who?
You.
Right, and you said you.
And
It's a who?
pregnant too.
Who?
Pregnant too. That song "Pregnant" in the car with R. Kelly, Robin Thicke, and Tyrese was on that too.
She said that wasn't memorable.
And the dream was on it too. We talking about when I was younger. Don't worry about when I was younger. You wasn't in the picture back then.
Red's about to get stomped out.
You wasn't in the picture back then.
I Red don't get hurt on live. Are you gonna see?
Red talking about me getting in trouble on live. Look at him now.
No. She don't listen. She know the facts.
Are y'all gonna see the red screen go blackish?
And then she gonna appear. This whole live over. Everybody get off on some Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon stuff when she shut down. Wow, not that episode.
Hey B, you see she's trying to find her partner in crime.
All right, my goodness.
B said, "Nah, she ain't coming. She ain't got nothing to do with this. What's in the past is in the past." See, B, Jared, and Jay they was like, I thought I had a cheat code. They just walked up. Shorties was like, "Yo, give me the draws," and the chicks were so shocked. They were like, "Here you go." So I I had the cheat code, but I had the smooth cheat code. They was just straight up with it. I respect their gangster, all three of them. I respect the gangster because you just walked up and was like, "Listen, your drawers, I want them now." I had to work. I had to say to them. Y'all was just like, "Yo, hand them over," and I was,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. My height kind of helped me a tad bit. Just a tad bit.
Hey man, I'm short. I always been short, right? So I had to sing for it, bro.
Jay said that like he like 6'4" or something. Hold on, how tall is you, Jay?
I'm only 6 foot. I don't want to be taller than that because that comes with expectations that I can't live up to.
He said too much over that. They're gonna tell me I should have been in the NBA. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm Jay height.
Right?
See, I'm the short one in the group. I'm the short one in the group, and this is why I had to sing for it back in the day.
Steak dinner.
What does she mean in steak dinner? Hold on. What do you mean? Hold on, Red. What does that mean? Why is it all in caps?
That mean my dinner ready. You made steak, rice, vegetables, all the good stuff.
Sound like you just getting the vegetables and mashed potatoes.
Nah.
You eating outside.
Red's gonna be eating at his son's plate.
Hey,
you gonna be at the kids' table?
I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret, right? She act like that in the chat. But this is one of the topics she asked me earlier. Well, we was talking about in a conversation earlier, and I said I was gonna bring it up. So she knew it was coming. She was waiting for it, so she could get on here and act up.
Oh, so like unlike J. Cole, she was ready for the response.
Yeah, pretty much. She was like, "Listen, go ahead." She's like, "Go ahead. Let me see." You notice she ain't been in here the whole time, but she heard me. She heard me say that and walked across the living room, got her phone, and jumped in here as soon as I said it. This is what she was waiting for.
Are you saying them bars are pre-written?
Pre-written. She already had it in her head. She already knew. You know what I'm saying? It's almost not fair because I was like, I'm freestyling tonight. I don't know. I was like, I ain't really lay out the content the way I normally do. I'm freestyling tonight, so I don't know if I'm gonna bring it up or not. But since we bring it up and we talking about me, and I used to sing back in the day or whatnot. What was one of y'all favorite R&B albums?
Dang.
Oh, that's easy. I got two. Well, what I was raised on, Drew Hill.
I dig it.
Drew Hill.
I'm afraid to say mine because the stuff he's done, but then again, it's such a.
Does Marvin Gaye count as R&B or is it soul?
I guess both.
Jodeci's a nice one. I like Jodeci.
Jodeci, all right, ain't
Okay.
You who said Jodeci is all right?
You heard me.
Brandon said it. Brandon said it. You know why he said it, right? That mean the missus. That mean his girl loves some Jodeci. And you know how it's been.
Exactly.
Yeah. I get it, Brandon. Never mind. Let me back off that. That ain't my business. I give you a pass on that. I get you.
Hey,
I
as
get
men,
you.
when our women say they love a group or R&B singer or anything, we like they ain't all that.
I fuck with Jodeci, but you heard the discord come from across the room.
I did. That's why I said that. Listen,
Chocolate Cat said you could have seen my face. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for violence.
you know what I'm saying? So listen, it's one album I've been playing the last couple of days, nonstop. I'll take it right here. It's one album I've been listening to nonstop the last couple of days, and I didn't realize how much I like this album until I decided to bring it up the other day. But Cisco's Return of Dragon album, it's something about that album that and I guess because it's
Was it Cisco or Drew Hill? Because Cisco had incomplete, and yeah, you're right. His other one was Return of the Dragon. You're right.
yeah.
Pause this statement, Reg.
Huh?
You need to pre-pause this statement that's coming up because I'm worried what's going with you. It was something about the way that you need to pre-pause the statement.
No. It was something about the way he laid out the album. So it seemed like it was fast-paced tracks. It seemed like it was pop, hip hop, R&B. It had a little taste of everything on the album.
It just did something to you.
No, I wasn't gonna say that, sir. I just love the way it was laid out. I know every song front to back when it comes on. I just really like that album.
And let me correct myself. The Incomplete is on the Unleash the Dragon. Album.
That's on the Unleash the Dragon album. Yeah, that's the other one. I like that album too. Unleash the Dragon. That album. I thought Cisco's a little bit underrated for what
my wife
was.
wants to know. What about Is Love Enough?
Oh man, hey, see,
that's your jam. That's your jam, Reg.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's some heat coming out of there that people ain't getting credit for.
Yeah, I heard Nokia wrote that whole song.
I don't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it.
Brandon, you throwing like little subliminal message. What you trying to say?
Yeah, he is. He's trying to throw subliminal messages. I tend to ignore the subliminal messages.
I made that up. I don't know who wrote that damn song.
He wakes up and he's all violent. he's ready to start trouble.
Yeah, but that's if Cisco had a run in that had a good run during that when he released that album, man. So
yeah, he did. He definitely did. I think the thing that killed Cisco after the Return of Dragon album, he didn't really have anything major that dropped. But that's also roughly when he had that little beef with R. Kelly.
Oh, y'all can't see my new sponsor, but
Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's why. That's why right there. That's why all the violence is coming. But he had that little R&B. He had that little R&B with Cisco. I mean, with R. Kelly.
Hey,
nothing. It's kind of took a negative turn for him.
Is that the same Tremaine? What was his name? Trey Songz? Is that Tremaine?
No. That's not that Tremaine. That's my boy that was co-hosting with me just last week.
I know. That's what I was messing with him.
He might as well be that Tremaine, though.
Y'all was picking on my boy who had the bad Wi-Fi, so I had to look out for him.
So, Chocolate Lady Cat, I need you to look up some Cisco, right?
You need to reimmerse yourself.
As much as I like the Thong song, that's not even like top.
Yeah, that's Incomplete. How Can I Love You Tonight? Oh yeah, all that. Yeah, is Love Enough? Yeah. He had some hits on that album.
Yeah, man. Dude's underrated as a talent. Another dude that I feel is underrated has had a lot of albums with a lot of songs. It's T-Pain. T-Pain got songs, bro.
With R&B or just with anything now?
Um, no R&B. I'm still talking about R&B for T-Pain. T-Pain got some
Oh.
R&B songs that
Whole
it's
name
like
wrong.
some slow jams that you got to check out.
Reg, get your boy. How do you spell his own name wrong?
Hey, but when it's all said and done, he's trying to say the neighbors know his name. That's all. Listen, that's all he's saying. That's all he's saying. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That's between him and his wife.
The neighbors know the name of the nigga who get beat by his wife too.
Ah man, chill.
Speaking of something happening to people's wives, what y'all think about the OJ situation? OJ,
OJ passing.
yeah,
Like
OJ passing.
like I said in the Discord, if he did it, only guy could judge now.
Yeah. I mean, R.I.P. OJ. But I'm gonna stick with the verdict. He ain't do it, bro. I don't care what nobody said. At this point,
I'm
he
just
got away
saying
with
from that
one.
video, he looked too smooth when the verdict said acquitted. He just looked too smooth. He looked too stone faced.
All I gotta say is y'all gotta do the research, man.
Is it over there to the left or over there to the right?
Hey, the glove ain't fit, bro. That's the glove ain't fit.
You must have quit.
I
Big
just find it I just find it interesting where like I don't care what he called himself. His mama called him Bruce. I'm gonna call him Bruce. So Bruce Jenner on social media saying good riddance. I'm like, hold on,
Nah,
MF, didn't you kill somebody?
Yeah, right,
So you the last.
right.
I wouldn't be, but that's what people. I'm just not trying to make this show that with a certain privilege they feel like when they do stuff. You know what I mean? This you supposed to be forgiven. Everybody forgetting and forgiving, but when people with a certain color do stuff, you know they'll never forget that. You know what I mean? So it
Oh yeah,
just
it's
So
hung over
I
our
got
heads forever.
so he can go riddance to his manhood too, because isn't he the same one who came out and said, "Oh, if I could go back and do it, I don't think I would have had a sex change." Ain't he the same one?
yeah.
that's what I said. Like, hey
Oh,
man, if he did do it,
he set
it was
a
good.
transformer. I'm dead, bro.
Bro, somebody the internet is undefeated, bro. So y'all know that technically, OJ slept with Bruce Jenner's wife, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So somebody on Facebook put like if OJ was doing a rap song, he did like the beginning of Hit 'Em Up with Tupac saying, "That's why I F your bitch, you fat." It was hilarious. Like it don't
oh
sound.
man.
You let him smash
But,
your girl, and then you decide to turn into a girl.
Yeah.
mm, mm. That's how things affect you in life these days, man.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna send it
That's
to
the real
y'all on
reason he hold that
Discord.
hate. That's the real reason he hold that heat because OJ was lifting up his wife's dresses and he was putting them on.
Yeah, well, I heard the last one might be OJ's. So
Hey,
no,
wouldn't
they
shock
said
me.
Chloe. They said Chloe might be OJ's daughter.
Wouldn't shock me.
Is this real
Can't find out now.
Go over here.
I just want to know who has that white Bronco though.
Go.
Like somebody, I know somebody, some rich dude, some rich somebody has that white Bronco sitting up in their living room or attic in that
Yeah,
car
and bought it,
collection.
right?
So that probably ended up in evidence, and it probably got sold off at an auction. So some random person probably got that shit for the low.
Right.
Hey,
Whoa.
or somebody sitting on it that found some type of evidence or something and just chilling with it. Can you imagine? They find the right size glove underneath the back seat.
And threw that thing in the trash.
She's like, nope, we got away with one. Burn it.
He said,
Burn it.
Pharaoh, let my people go.
Burn it. We got one. We got one. Hey, he said he
Is
felt
there said to be
inspired
something
by having
about
one of them
a
girls.
look? Is there something said to be about a guy who only has daughters?
I don't know.
Let them in a big hole. I don't know. Sound like that's what I heard.
Ain't nobody safe, Reg.
What? What was that?
Oh, I forgot
Ain't
Reg
nobody
got
safe,
daughters.
Reg.
Hey man, we not all like that. All right, I just want to point that out. We not all like that.
What did you do in your past to get all girls? You did something wrong. You did something.
I did nothing wrong. I was actually fairly
Peer pressure.
I was fairly innocent. So I don't know how this happened. You know what it is? I tell you what it is. God realized that I'm a very caring individual. And said I would rather there's no other man in the world I'd rather raise nothing but women than Reggie. That's what that was.
Well, what's Wilbur Cross?
Huh?
What's Wilbur Cross? That's your name is all over the halls.
That's my high school. Wilbur Cross is our high school.
Cheerleaders, gymnasts, oh my.
No. It's literally all over the halls being one of the nicest dudes
Hey,
ever.
my boy Jerry said I ain't even in this.
I don't want none of that smoke. Like, I'm out.
This big boy talk, Reg. Come with it now.
No, I'm telling the truth. I was Mr. Innocent, man. I was Mr. Innocent. I was
but you were singing the draws off of them, but now you Mr. Innocent.
That's still factual. It was just very selective ones. I think
the walls was talking. They was talking macaroni and cheese language. Red's just lying out here.
Whoa there.
Hey,
macaroni.
Hey, listen. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, could y'all see that pinky up?
If the walls could talk at our high school, they say Reggie was very polite. He was holding doors open for people.
Doors and legs, huh?
Collar. And a talented individual.
Talented with what?
Music, sports, all of that.
Music to her ears, huh?
Music, sports, I was a talented young man.
Reg was saying all the lyrics in a whisper song.
Listen, let me tell you how talented my history is. Let me explain. Let me explain my historical talents, right?
I
ran the 40. When I was younger, I ran the 40
without the S.
I ran the 40 in 4.24 seconds. I was able to dunk the ball by the age of 15.
And you was running in them by the age of 14.
Listen, hold on. I played the trumpet. I played in the band. I was in the band. I played the trumpet.
Oh, so you were still with your mouth.
I was saying that you said. Wait a minute.
Talent.
I was about to say he was good with his lungs, but you took it a whole step.
Look, he knew how to play more than one instrument, and all the girls knew.
Well, look, see, he even said he was joking. Look at that. Look. He even said he was
we
joking.
about to get ready to kill out here.
You know how to vibrate your lips at a certain frequency.
For some reason, y'all attempting to get me killed out here. I don't know why.
Man's going to join.
I don't know what problems we have.
He said, "What problems we have?"
I don't understand what problems we have. I I didn't bring you fellas on the show to try to, kill me.
Sometimes you gotta go into the past to heal your future.
There
Hey,
ain't gonna be no
hey,
future. There ain't
that,
gonna be no
yo, hey,
there ain't-
you go too far in the past, you're gonna be stuck in that mug. You're gonna get buried right along with it. Chill.
That's
We
not what
don't do
Cable.
those.
That's not what Cable said.
We don't
As
do
a matter
those.
of fact, where was Cable to help your boy to make sure he ain't die? Cable was in the future. He knew what was going to happen.
Hey, nah, chill, Trey. I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Hey, yo, when do you get back? By the way, we gotta get back on Call of Duty.
Mm.
Try to get some more dubs.
I don't think he's gonna be on Call of Duty for a while, Reg. You grounded.
Nah, I'm good. I'm be on Call of Duty. I don't get grounded, sir. I don't get grounded. I'm an adult. All right.
Look, Reg got that comment. Look, you
Listen,
can't beat me. Look, you
here's the
can't beat me on
Here's the
camera.
kicker.
You can't beat-
No, I wait for
Well,
Reg to send me a
here's the
message,
kicker.
be like, "B, stop playing. You got a knife."
Here's the kicker. I can see her typing from a mile away. Like I'm looking right at her. I look over. I see her getting ready to type something. So I know it's coming, right?
She said, "Please."
Please, right? Hey, don't worry about the yearbook. You ain't got to worry about none of that.
Hey,
You ain't got to worry about none of that.
anything that has a dash underneath it, you already know.
Yeah, you ain't got to worry about that.
Well,
But mid-May, all right, my boy say he get back mid-May. All right, so mid-May, I'm gonna be on Call of Duty before then though. I'm gonna have to be. I gotta keep the gaming ability in my fingers.
I hope
I'm
you
getting
survive
old.
until mid-May.
I'm getting old. You know what I'm saying? Holding control too long, hands start cramping up. I'm the veteran when it comes to gaming now. I can't do it for too much longer. I can't, man.
I hope this new NCAA game be fire, man.
Bro, me too. I can't wait for it to come out. That's I'm definitely waiting on that one. That's a purchase. That's a go. As soon as it drops, that's a go. New NCAA football. Well, listen, we've been begging for NCAA football for what, 10 years?
I've been begging for NFL 2K football for forever.
Yeah, man.
Madden got NFL football on Smash, and they know it too. That's why they don't bother to improve the game.
all right. Same as 2K
Sad
or
as it
NBA
is.
2K.
NBA. Yeah, I ain't played 2K in a few years. NBA 2K in a few years either. I actually back on there.
Now I will say with these last two Ks, even though the microtransactions they need to get rid of, but the era where you can get to play in the different eras, I like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
Mm.
I do like that. And the gameplay is not bad, but the microtransactions just ruin the game.
Do
How we
they
get to
still have
sports? Red's
do
trying
they
to
still
get
have
out
the
of purple.
WNBA in there?
Say again?
Do they still have the WNBA in there?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, I like that too.
And I think with
I like that
Kane
too.
Clark, potentially coming next year, that's gonna be a big jump in 2K sales for her.
Yeah, it definitely will.
Yeah, well, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
Reese,
You got them.
Reese,
You
yeah.
got them both gonna be there. That's gonna be lit. Like I'm about to buy NBA 2K next year for that.
Y'all don't be surprised if Shadura Sanders be on the cover or something like
I can
that.
see it.
For NCAA 25.
Or Travis Hunter,
can see it.
one of them. You know, Dion like promoting his people, so he gonna probably make that move.
Speaking of
They
that,
both still top 5 picks at this point.
did y'all hear about Cam Newton? He said he hopes Shadura gets drafted to the Falcons.
That'll be dope. But I don't think it's gonna happen.
Jay said, I don't want the Jay said, no. Nope.
But nah, I ain't worried about it.
All
So
right,
once I
Trey,
tell
man.
you, once 2025 comes,
Wait,
when it
hold,
comes
Jay.
here,
So ain't you a Panther fan?
and that why I want Shadir on the Falcons.
Oh yeah. So they can tear
You
your
don't,
ass
you
up.
don't
Yeah,
want that.
yeah.
He don't want
Hey
that
man, Panthers
problem.
been
He not
making
trying to face
moves.
him twice a year.
Panthers been making moves. I ain't worried. So when Bryce realized his full potential after 2025, the whole league in trouble. I ain't worried.
Yeah, Bryce. I like Bryce. You know, people talking crap about his height and whatever. Man, just give him a line around him, he'll be good. And some wide
Why did he
receivers.
step into his Drew Brees type form? It's over.
I thought Jared said it's all about hometown. He a Ravens fan and he talking bad about the Panthers. Ain't this something new?
No, I'm still peeping around the talent to see if we got to face him or not. I'm a football head. Can't help it, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look at me. I'm a free agent right now. Don't get me
Look,
wrong.
just
My heart's in Baltimore. My
how
heart's in
Josh
Baltimore.
Allen got Stephon Diggs to kick off his, saying his prime career. Bryce Young got Deontay Johnson, another route runner. No, he gonna do the same thing until he gets like, all right, cool. I can do this with anybody now.
Well, don't forget, y'all can still end up getting another receiver at 33.
Oh,
Speaking,
or since T Higgins is not since T Higgins and the Bengals still haven't talked to each other, they can still trade him too. So hey
Yeah,
man, until that happens, man, my hope's still alive.
yeah.
speaking of that, Reg, like when I had Emory Hunt on my show, I asked him who would you suggest the Baltimore Ravens pick in the first round. I said a lot of our fellow Flock Nation members would rather have an offensive line, but like
Yeah, I
speaking
have.
for me and myself, I would rather have a wide receiver because I want more Lamar to throw it to, weapons for Lamar to throw it to. So just, of course, Brandon, aka Ghost Man, and Big Red, and even you too, J6, your opinion. Do you agree with that?
With the O-line being first for y'all, yes, because our interior O-line is ass.
Okay.
But y'all had your second round pick too, and like I said, I've been saying this wide receiver draft class has depth. Like literally, just pick somebody and they'll be a contributor.
Trade that 30 for a second and a third. And you can get your wide receiver in the early second and get O-line with your late second and your 2/3.
There you go.
I think I'm okay as long as that first pick doesn't go to defense.
If it goes defense,
I agree. I ain't gonna lie. If it go defense, I'll probably do like Coach did when we drafted J.K. Dobbins. Y'all remember that shit? When Coach did that, Coach hit the towel. He did that live.
Yeah.
When we drafted J.K., Coach about
we drafted Owe. It was worse. He said, "What the hell did we draft him?" He had that look like
yeah. You're right.
He was
I think that was everybody's reaction when we drafted Oway because it was like we're drafting him in the first round. He had zero production in his senior year. It was like, what how? What is going on
Coach was
here?
live. Like he didn't have the look on his face or nothing. It was just a wrap.
Yeah, I can't wait for those draft day lives. They're going to be a lot of fun. Definitely going to be in there watching those.
I'm gonna try to have one if my work schedule don't inflict it. If not, I don't know.
I thought about doing it too. But I'm probably not going to. Maybe I'll jump on somebody else's show or something though.
Yeah.
What was that?
It'll probably be a gay show.
That's if Jay is anywhere to be found. He done disappeared already. She cut the camera off.
JB on his 17-hour streams. No, Jay was over there romancing something a second ago. That's what that was. JB a player.
You see him?
Nah, hey man, I am single now, so shit, fuck it.
Hey, listen. Why we gotta keep yours on the hush, but my shit gotta be on blast? Nah, B. Let us hear it.
Right, look, and he's single at that. He ain't got
I'm
nothing to
single
lose.
though. I was single. I was talking. I got nothing to lose. Matter of fact, she has the kids right now, so I can do anything I want
My boy
in that
said.
48-hour time span.
My boy said I got cheeks lined up out the wazoo. They, he
Matter of fact, I'm
said,
supposed to go to this.
and they got time slots. And
I'm
they got
supposed to be
time
going
slots.
to this game night. So
Hey Jay, order you 2 strippers and get a pork chop sandwich and relax, bro.
if only I ate pork though. Like I don't
And
eat pork though.
he ordered the wrong strippers. They gonna be eating the sandwich too.
Oh man, yeah,
Well, beef.
yeah.
Oh, this turkey, chicken, and yeah, fish. Yeah.
Okay.
No, for
All
real,
right, so
like beef and like pork really do like mess up my what did the doctor say? The linings of my stomach up for some reason. So yeah.
Yeah, that red meat would do it to you.
you gotta
Your
do that
line
to you real
regenerates
quick.
every few days, so you be all right.
All right, fellas, I thank y'all for coming on. Let's start with you, B. Let people know where they can find you.
Sleep in about 20 minutes.
There you go.
Not sleep.
J6, sir.
J6 on everything, on everything I do, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Like you said down there, remember it. Maybe down on the YouTube and Twitch, but I'll be right back. Taking an intermission to handle some things. And no. But in a couple minutes, you're gonna find me at somebody's house, somebody's couch, bed, maybe. No, I'm joking. Maybe.
Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead.
We ain't got the lie, Craig.
Right? Mr. Jared, how about you, sir?
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you having me on, man. Of course, you can find me at Jared 011 Green as you see there on YouTube, and of course my baby or I'm head of Southern Baller Show. We are on. Try to be on every Sunday around 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. or 7:30. Just had a very good interview with one of the gentlemen I admire in sports. A lot of the he's in big time. He works for CBS Sports, but a lot of people higher than him steal some of his knowledge and stuff right there. So that's how big he is and admired in the sports world he is. So please check out that interview. But again, y'all support my brother Big Reg. He's up and coming. He's gonna do big things. Y'all continue to support the brother. Same thing with Brandon. Same thing with J6. That's it.
Bless you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of y'all. And I love having y'all on. It's always a good time. It's always a good time. And we're gonna keep Big Boy Talk rolling. Y'all already know next week, next Friday, 8 p.m. Big Boy Talk episode 5. We'll see what the topics are. I can't let Brandon know ahead of time. So we'll see we'll see what the topics will be.
You
But
don't let me know ahead of time, it's gonna be worse.
for those of you that didn't watch Extra 97, please go watch it. Like I said, phenomenal episode. Y'all can find me here, Big Reg, on YouTube, Living Big with Big Reg, on TikTok and X and Etsy. If you want some merch, please go check it out. There's more merch to come. I've been lacking on the design side for a little bit, but there's more coming soon.
Can I ask one question?
Go ahead.
How can she type "bye guys" and you got us up out of here real quick though?
She said that when she heard me. She started typing out when she heard me say I was getting ready to leave for the show. Like I said, she's right here, so I can see her. I saw when she started typing.
Stop starting stuff, Brandon.
He trying. You see that, right? He trying. He trying real hard. That and he trying to get the show to last 2-3 hours. But yeah, I think everybody for coming through. What?
We at 140. I mean, 20 more to go. We good.
I'm not doing the 20. Hashtag no 2 hours. But Y'all already know the deal. Y'all know the saying. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Peace.